Magandang araw sa inyo mga ka-learners! Welcome back to another lesson. Today we will look at angles. We'll know about what they are, the different types, and how they are measured. Knowing about angles is very important because there are problems we may face requiring knowledge of angles and their measurements. This knowledge is also useful in doing our daily activities such as telling time. An angle is formed when two lines meet at a certain point called the vertex. An example of an angle you see almost every day is the hands of a clock. Apart from telling the time, clocks can help us understand angles. Let's use this clock as an example. We label angles using this symbol and 3 capital letters assigned to a point. The clock right now reads 3 o'clock p.m. If we place a point on the long and short hands of the clock and label them A and C, and then label the point where they meet as B, we can then name this angle, angle ABC. The vertex of an angle will always be represented by the second letter. We can also use numbers to name angles. In this case, we can call this angle, angle 1. Look around your house and I'm sure you'll start noticing this pattern. 2 lines, or in this case, rays, intersecting at a vertex to form an angle. Why is it important to know which of the letters is the vertex? Because knowing where the vertex is allows us to measure the angle. Angles are measured in degrees by a device called a protractor. To measure an angle using a protractor, simply place the center mark at the vertex of the angle. Align the 0 mark on the scale with one of the sides or rays of the angle. And look at where the other ray lies to tell the measurement. Looking back at the clock, we see that for 3 o'clock p.m., the angle ABC has a measurement of 90 degrees if we place the number 3 at the 0 degree point. Shifting the time back to 2 p.m. gives us an angle of 60 degrees. Now, take a hold of your protractor, if you already have one, and use it to measure angles around your house. You can also draw angles at certain measurements by simply thinking of a number between 0 and 180. Leave a mark on where you want the vertex to be. Then, mark the 0 degree point on the protractor. After that, just look for a measurement you'd like to see and mark it accordingly on your protractor. Take away your protractor and join up the dots you just left, creating an angle. Before we go, let's look back at what we learned in this lesson. An angle is formed by 2 lines that meet at a point called the vertex. An angle can be named by using 3 capital letters representing its vertex and 2 sides. The letter representing the vertex is always written in between the other 2 letters representing the sides. 1 capital letter representing the vertex, a number. A protractor is a device used to measure an angle. We follow the steps below to determine the measurement of an angle. Step 1. Place the center mark of the protractor at the vertex of the angle. Step 2. Place the 0 mark of the scale on one side of the angle. The degree is the unit of measurement used for angles. And that does it for our lesson on angles. It's by no means comprehensive since there is so much more to angles, but this is enough for you to understand more complicated concepts. I look forward to seeing you on our next lesson where we will expand our knowledge on angles. See you then!